Okay, let's see now the remaining part of alkaloids. So we have some part remaining from tryptophan derived alkaloids. So already we have finished the synthesis of harman. Already we have finished that one, and the psilocin. Okay. So remaining thing ajmalicin, yohimbine, cinchonin, quinidine, and lysergic acid. Today we will see in our this video lecture. Okay. So we'll go for this one. So far we have finished a lot of things from the indole based alkaloids, that means tryptophan based alkaloids. So starting by for biogenesis of different alkaloids, we do use tryptophan as uh, a precursor, and this tryptophan we have synthesized from the anthranic acid. So here is the pathway how anthranic acid has been prepared, and here is the pathway how we have converted, or biologically how anthranic acid is converted to the tryptophan. Okay, so that we have seen in our last lecture. Then also we have been through beta caroline alkaloids. Tryptophan react with an aldehyde to get beta caroline, that we have finished already. And after that we have seen how the this how to synthesize harmaline and harman from the tryptophan. We If we react with tryptophan with an alpha keto acid, we do get harmine and harman as an alkaloid. Okay. So next thing we are going to see biosynthesis of psilocin. Okay. So again, precursor is for biosynthesis. Precursor is L-tryptophan. With the elimination of carbon dioxide, now we are getting the this amino as a side chain by eliminating carbon dioxide from this COH group. And again, enzymatic reaction, we do get here methylation of this amino group. Okay. Then again, next reaction we do get N dimethyl, and this is on oxidation, is introducing the hydroxyl group at this position. Okay. So this is nothing but the structure of psilocin. Okay. So it's not that of difficult, all these pathways, and this thing harmaline. We have seen already Harman and all these things. So just go through that one. So for all these things, for synthesis of all these things, we have to refer our Devik book, Powell and Devik. Okay, so that is the best option for the to get all the sequence of the reaction, how the biosynthesis of harmaline and harman occurs in the plant species. So everything they have given very well. So now here for synthesis of harmine, we do use tryptophan. Okay, not tryptophan but decarboxylated this moiety indole alkaloid. So indole moiety, we do react with this keto acid, and after cyclization, after oxidative decarboxylation and everything, we do get at the end harmaline and harmine. Okay, so these are the these all these three structures, they are resembling with each other with little bit differences, with functional groups. Some moieties are attached in something, some functional groups they have detached from the some molecules. Okay, so this is the synthesis this harmaline harman. Next synthesis we will see biosynthesis of ajmalicin. Okay, so ajmalicin again, the starting material is again tryptophan, but here what we are going to condense to synthesis of ajmalicin. Here is the structure of ajmalicin. So for ajmalicin synthesis, pay attention. Here we have already this indole containing tryptophan moiety. Okay, this moiety if we will pay attention, this moiety is resembling here. Okay, so here you can see the same thing, decarboxylated tryptophan on treatment with the ketocarboxylic acid, that one is giving subsequently up to here we can get, and maybe this moiety we can react further. Okay, so pay attention these three cyclic compounds which are representing with normal font, and here is the dashed or bolded structures with bold things. That one is comes from the granule. So To synthesis for biosynthesis of agemalysine, what we are going to do, we are going to react geraniol as a one precursor. From geraniol, we are going to get this cornethe type cycloguanine, and from cycloguanine, we are getting cornethin type agemalysine. We are going to react this moiety with this tryptophan based precursor, and by condensation of these two moiety, we are getting finally agemalysine. Okay, the C9 or C10 fragment was shown to be a terpenoid origin. Okay, so this is geraniol is terpenoid origin, so we know that. We have seen this one at the terpenoid point, and the cycloguanine was identified as a terpenoid derivative, which initially combined with the tryptamine portion of the molecule. Okay, so we are going to combine these two to synthesize the agemalysine. Let's see this biosynthetic pathway. So tryptamine, cycloguanine, okay, cycloguanine, okay. So tryptamine, cycloguanine, by Manish-like reaction, we got streptocidin, okay. Again, biosynthesis with the help of enzymes. Streptocidin, again, upon we do get, and eventually some different reactions, biochemical reactions, hydrolysis of hemiacetaldehyde alcohol, then allelic isomerization favoring conjugation, then attack of nucleophile on the previous molecule. We do get at the end our product is agemalysine. Okay, so by condensation of tryptophan or reaction in between these two molecules, tryptamine and cycloguanine. Cycloguanine we have derived from the terpenoid geraniol. Okay, here is our cycloguanine moiety. That one we have get from the geraniol. Okay, so these two things we have combined cycloguanine from terpenoid and tryptamine, and by in reaction in between these two, at the end we do get agemalysine. Okay, so the pay attention on the things here. At the end, we do what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means four 6-member rings and one 5-member ring. At the end of agemalysine, we got. So now next thing we will see synthesis of yohimbine, biosynthesis of the yohimbine. So we will go one by one. Psilocin, harman, harmine, agemalysine. Now we will go for yohimbine and synthine. Okay, so one by one we will finish all this all alkaloids with the help of Paul